Hey guys, gonna make a little video here about what broadheads I'm gonna be shooting this season. I'm actually making a switch. I've been shooting these Rage 2 blades for the past few years, and I'm planning on switching back to a G5 Montech, which I used to shoot a lot of years ago. And the reason, really the only reason I like expandables is because most of the ones that I've shot, they pretty much fly the same as a field point. So I don't have to worry about my bow being out of tune or something like that. It's accuracy. But the issues I've had with them, and I've had it quite a few times, is they're just not very tough. These blades are super light, they're super thin. And that doe I shot last week, I hit the front leg bone, hit it a little bit forward, and it just demolished the broadhead and really got no penetration. I got lucky enough to track it down and get a second shot on that deer. And so I'm wanting to switch to something tougher. This Montech is something I already had some of these, so I bought a few more. And so today I'm out at my parents' house, and my brother made a foam target. I don't have a broadhead target, but I'm gonna be shooting these Montechs and just seeing how they're flying. I wanna make sure they're flying good out to 30, 40 yards before I just go out hunting with them. That's definitely a responsible thing to do. If you're hunting and shooting broadheads, you need to test them before you just go out and start flinging arrows. Because I've had times, if my bow's out of tune, with a broadhead, I'm shooting 6 inches, 8 inches off of where a field tip's hitting out at 30, 40 yards. And so that's the plan today, to make sure these are shooting good, and I hope to be hunting with these for the rest of the season. I've actually, the biggest buck I've ever shot with a bow came in 20 yards, and I was using this cheap expandable I got on sale from Walmart. It was kind of an off-brand, and I hit it in the shoulder and only got like 3 inches of penetration, trailed it for hundreds and hundreds of yards and never found that buck. And so I'm making the switch back to a fixed blade, something tough, and hopefully I don't have any more bad experiences with not getting the penetration I'd like to get with these expandables. Before I start shooting, I got some spray paint. There's no target on this target. It's just a black block. I think my brother was sticking a piece of paper in with this stick, but I'm gonna put a dot right here in the middle. There we go. That's something to aim at. Yeah, I'll be able to see that. See how these arrows are flying. So I forgot my rangefinder, so I just stepped it out, and before I start shooting this broadhead, I'm gonna shoot the same arrow with a field point from 20, 30, and 40. Make sure that my ranges are right and that my bow's shooting where I want it to, and then I'll switch to the broadhead and see how consistent I am. All right, I don't know how good this target is my brother made. I think my arrow flew right through it. That's not good. That's not good at all. I might have to aim for a different area of it. Looks like it's pretty blown out right there. All right, let's try this again. Get the spray paint, make a new dot. So I just shot from 30 at my new dot here, and that's with the field tip. I think my ranges are right. I'm gonna go out to 40, make sure I'm hitting the dot from there, and then I'm gonna switch it to the broadhead here. So I hit the dot with the field point. I shot from 20, 30, 40, and now I just switched to the broadhead. This is an older one that I've had for years and years, and so I'm not using my brand new ones for a target broadhead. And the nice thing about these Montechs is that they're really easy to resharpen with a sharpening stone. So here we go. I'm going to start from 20 and move it out to 30 and 40. So that was a little low and to the right at 20. Try it from 30. Ooh, that one actually felt good. 30 yards. I was a little worried. I might have just pulled that first one because that arrow seemed to fly really straight. At 30 yards, definitely in the red. All right, it gives me a little more confidence. Now I'm gonna move it out to 40 yards and see where she strikes. I'm gonna leave the camera here. All right, that's better. That one actually felt like a good shot. The first one, I knew I pulled it right when I released. And so 40 yards with a fixed blade broadhead. That's pretty good right on the edge of that dot. So I'm just gonna shoot a few more rounds from each one, make sure I feel confident. But I think I'm ready to go hunting next weekend. Here comes the real test. I'm gonna try shooting out to 50 with this fixed blade broadhead. But to do so, I'm gonna have to get in the bed of my brother's truck. That's over here. I don't know why this truck's here, but got all his fishing stuff in here. Crab puller. Here we go. This is the only spot I can see the target at 50 from, right in the corner of this bed. Just in case, take a long shot. A little to the left, but I pulled that one. So I'm gonna get that arrow and try again. All right, one more try from 50. That target's way through that little gap between the trailer and the boat. Set up. This is good practice from tree stand shooting. You're in a tight spot, you got branches all around you. Got that big buck standing there 50 yards. Ooh, that was a good one. Let's go check out where it hit. Try to get down here without falling. So I'm feeling real good about this switch. Less cutting diameter, but a lot more strength in this broadhead compared to what I've been shooting. And it's just nice knowing if you do shoot a little forward and hit some bone, hit a shoulder, you got a chance of poking through and getting better penetration. Here it is, 50 yards. I'm just a couple inches low here on this shot, but I feel good about that. So that's it for this video. A little recap, just making the switch to a stronger fixed blade broadhead, getting away from the expandables. Just want to have more confidence that when I hit an animal, I'm going to get the penetration I need to get to those vitals. And I would trade cutting diameter for penetration any day of the week. And as long as I have the accuracy and can feel confident about making those shots, ideally most of my shots are 20-yard range, but I did one time I shot a deer at 47 yards and made a great shot and recovered it. It's just depends on where I'm at. Out here to Georgia, I'm planning on hunting the edge of a clear cut. That's where I was seeing a lot of the deer last year, and so I may have some farther shots out in the open. So I want to be confident that I'm shooting and hitting my mark. So now I'm just using some different grit sandpapers, working my way down to finer grit to resharpen this broadhead I was shooting at the target. That's another nice thing about some nice solid broadheads like this is you can get a lot more use out of them than the ones with the kind of flimsy razor blades that just fall apart. But this is getting sharp again. I'll just keep working it on the sandpaper till it's razor sharp and ready to get put into an animal.